Thank you so very much for joining us this evening to celebrate this covenant of marriage. Marriage is an act of faith that reflects God's love. We are here to celebrate and consecrate the living love, joy, and meaning that Devery and Aaron have found with one another.
I had to usher my mom down, and I kept teasing my mom that when we got down to the aisle, I was going to kick her, to push her into her seat. So she was all nervous. I think she actually thought that I was going to do that. And right when we got up to the top of the steps, the pastor's getting ready to open it. I go, wait. She kind of goes, what? And I go, run! He's like, looked at me. He's like, what? I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. Let's go. The pastor kind of looked at me too, like, are you serious? I was like, I had to do something, because I felt my breath getting heavier and heavier, and yeah, I forgot everything. I'm like, Chicana, where do I stand? It's like kind of grabs my arm. He's like, right here, don't move. I'm like, okay, do I just stand here? He's like, well, when she comes up, then you turn and you stand next to her. And he kind of like tells me, he's whispering everything to me.
My dad was back there and he was talking to us, and we were just kind of goofing off. I could tell the girls were getting nervous, and I was getting nervous, so we were like, just goofing off and like swinging our arms around. I was like, let's do stretches, and we were swinging our arms around. And once they left, and I was like, they're gone. My friends are gone. I could see Aaron through the door. They could shut the door after everybody was in there. I could see Aaron back there jumping up and down. She's like, Red, open the doors, let's go. I could see her. I got a little nervous, and my dad was just standing back there talking to me, and he always knows how to, to keep you from being so nervous. And they opened the doors, and there he was, and I was like, okay. And so I started taking a couple steps, and I was like, my dad's like, slow down, you're running, slow down.
And then all of a sudden, the pastor says, all rise. And I was like, okay, this is going to happen. And for once, like, no one was looking at me. Everyone turned. And so I had this big sigh of relief, and I was like, here it comes. And then the doors opened, and there she was.
To tell you the honest truth, like, I noticed a few people, like, my eyes could, like, pick out a few people in the crowd, but ultimately, my eyes were on him.
Aaron and Devery, loving families and dear friends, we gather here to worship God as the source of love. Marriage is a great adventure of the human heart. May it be for you a daily broadening of your horizons and a continuing opportunity to learn something new about life, about human existence, and God's grace. The gospel tells us that it is God's intent that we have loving, supporting relationships with one another. It is appropriate in this hour of sacred worship to acknowledge the commitment of love that Aaron and Devery will make in covenant together. We join with them in a mutual commitment of God's blessing for their marriage. Devery and Aaron, By this covenant of marriage, you are called to a new way of life, created, ordered, and blessed by God. This life must not be entered into carelessly or from simple selfish motive, but responsibly and prayerfully. If you keep the vows between you made this day, be well assured that God will bless your marriage and your home with grace and peace. Devri, understanding that God has created, ordered, and blessed the covenant of marriage, do you affirm your desire and intention to enter this covenant of your own free will? Aaron, understanding that God has created, ordered, and blessed the covenant of marriage, do you affirm your desire and intention to enter this covenant of your own free will?
I do.
And who offers Aaron in marriage to Devri?
Her mother and I.